everybody, welcome back to La Mesita. So today we're coming back at you with something we always do, JAMZ. It's normal, it's usual, it's predictable, but it's not. We decided to change it up. So we've got this big mysterious crate of vinyls from all over, whenever, whoever. We don't know what's in here, you don't know what's in here, so let's try something different. Each of us picked 4 different albums and a song from each of those albums. And from there, we looked into the songs, we looked into the albums, and we're gonna tell you about it. So I guess you could say these are La Mesita's staff picks. Stick around, you'll like what you hear. You're listening to WLPNLP 105.5 FM, Lumpin' Radio Chicago. My name is Vic, and I'll see you in a minute. Hey everybody, I'm Vic.
And I'm Angel, usually the person behind the cameras.
But Angel's out here with us today to look at these albums that we picked out. Angel, how was your process in picking out the songs?
So I am a big rock/punk fan, right? Or anything doing with probably tech or orchestra, but unfortunately, there wasn't any of that. But despite such circumstances, I did find some very, very interesting and very cool albums from just very influential artists in the punk, pop, and rock genre. And so it's not just also what I like, but it was also the process of trying to see some new things. And this the crate was just mixed with almost every genre you can think of, and I had a lot of fun with it. But of course, I gotta stick to my guns. And punk and rock, that's what I'm going to be showing today.
See, me and Angel are very different people. We listen to very different music, so you're going to find a lot of new stuff today. See, that crate, full of magic. Never anything I would have expected. That crate is magical. So, you know what? Let me show you some of that magic with my first song by Joa Gilberto. This is an album called Amoroso. It's from 1976, and the entire album is on vocals and guitar. It uses sort of an orchestra arrangement to make a really Brazilian sound, which I think is an interesting idea. Now this first song is called It's Wonderful. See, I didn't say the I properly because it's an apostrophe. Great name, very creative. Now the song is about how wonderful life is, and because of that, the singer is full of love. And can you really blame him for that? Let's take a listen.
Wonderful, marvelous, you should care for me, awfully nice, it's paradise, how I long to be, you make my life so glamorous. You can bring me for feeling amorous. Wonderful, marvelous, that you should care for me. Wonderful, marvelous, you should care for me. Awfully nice, it's paradise, how I long to be. You make my life so glamorous. You can bring me for feeling amorous. Wonderful, marvelous, that you should care for me. wonderful, marvelous. You should care for me. Awfully nice, it's paradise. How I want you be. You make my life so glamorous. You can bring me for amorous. Wonderful, marvelous. That you should care for me.
What song was it?
So that was my first song. Again, Is Wonderful by Joa Gilberto from Amoroso in 1976. So what's your verdict, Angel? How do you feel about that?
To be honest, I really enjoyed it. It did make me feel a little bit enlightened about today. It's pretty cold, and it's just really, really cloudy. So I don't know. It's a good light for today, I would guess.
Fills up your heart.
Yeah, I think we can keep this mood going a little bit with the next song I picked. And so moving to me, I am going to be showing Stevie Wonder's "Hotter Than July." Right, this was his 19th album that he made, and pretty cool story is that the album that he made before, Journeys Through the Secret Life of Plants, was a commercial disaster in which it did not garner really the reputation that he wanted it to be, and thus with this album, Hotter Than July, he went back to his roots and created probably one of his best works of all time, in which the album would get a platinum and would be the second most during the time be the second most successful album in the UK. The album was made in the 1980s, and the track I'll be playing is the second track, All I Do. Listening to the track for the first time, I was shocked. I thought I was listening to something from today. I'll explain later as I play the song.
Love Say, girl, if I cannot have you for my own, I'd rather be lonely, alone. I'd rather keep thinking the way that I do. 'Cause all I do is think about you. Oh, baby. Think about you, baby. Ooh, baby. I think about you, baby. Yeah, baby. Think about you, baby, 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 baby. All I do is think about you, baby. I think about you, baby. Yeah, yeah. Oh, baby, baby.
So, what's your verdict then?
Okay, I'm glad this is back on me because now I can offer my opinion, which I'm sure everybody wants to hear. So, that was really solid. I love that. That really surprised me because you're right. I'd expect it to be from like today, but the fact that it was made like 20 years ago, that's nuts.
Yeah.
That's really incredible because it finds just the right mix between genres.
Yeah, and just like my first time listening to this, I was like, this is a Bruno Mars song, right?
Right.
But it's not a Bruno Mars song, and I think I don't know, it's probably one of the best songs from the like pop genre that I've ever heard, and I'm not a big fan of the pop genre, and so I think I'm putting this in my Spotify album.
That
for
goes
sure.
crazy.
Yeah,
I would
I
too.
gotta put this in. All right.
All right, let me run my next song. Now, this is by a small group called Pieces of a Dream. They never really made it big, but listening to this, I think they should have. They're a three-man jazz ensemble, and this is their album, Imagine This, from 1983. So it's their third album, which was issued in 1983 by Elektra Records. It got to number 4 on the Billboard Traditional Jazz chart, which is pretty good. Now, the song I'm playing is called For the Fun of It by the 3 members of the band, Curtis Harmon, James Lloyd, and Cedric Napoleon. It's got a funky beat, and I really like it. Take a listen. All right, Angel, give me your take, because I feel like I really like that one.
Well, that was interesting. The reason why it was interesting is that, first of all, when you, because it was, disclaimer, first of all, this thing was in 45 RPM before he noticed that it
Okay,
was supposed to be 33.
We are human, and we make mistakes, and I wanted to capture that in the show, so it was entirely on purpose, and unless you have proof, you can't prove me wrong.
Yeah, but I have to say, the reason I think this song was solid was because it's just a throwback to like old Mario games. Maybe even not even new Mario games. Just old Mario games. It just sounded like what I would hear from a Bowser boss fight or like any boss fight, you know. And it just it just put out that retro video game feeling for me. More towards the end of the song, it was the beat that went like dun 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 dun, right? In which it reminded me of Red Hot Chili Peppers, and you know what, I go with it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that it's like Spotify playlist worthy for me, but I'll pick it up from time to time. Like if I'm playing a video game or something, yeah, I'll pick it up.
Angel's a tough judge, but I'll keep that in mind.
I'm easy. You just gotta get like to the right. You gotta get the right genre.
You're a critic, Angel. You're a critic at heart, and that's what you are.
Okay.
Anyway, what you got next?
Talking about video games. So I am moving in. We're going more to the rock side of things. We're going with Aerosmith. This is their second album, Get Your Wings, made in 1974, and this album I think has a special place in many people's hearts, and I know that it's a special place for Aerosmith's hearts. Their first album was not exactly their greatest, I would say. Well, but in terms of why it's not their greatest, it's because it's just an album that didn't garner any reputation or any media, and thus was considered a failure for them. And thus, when they were making their second album, which is Get Your Wings, this album was finally produced by Jack Douglas, in which he didn't know at the time, but he was producing probably one of the biggest artists, one of the biggest bands of all time, right? And well, rock bands. There's probably better bands out there, but the reason this album garnered a lot of attention was the guitar, the way the electric guitar was played. It was revolutionary. It was something not exactly that was done. It was done at, well, usually small places, but didn't really garner the attention of the media. Thus, when it came to this album, it exploded. Now, I am going to play you their second track of Get Your Wings. This is The Lord of the Sighs. Pretty cool fact, this song was actually played in a GTA game. I don't play GTA, but I'm sure some GTA hardcore fans might have heard this song. And I think for you rock fans, you guys are gonna enjoy this. Alright, playing it now. Alright, we're gonna cut a little bit early. You know, we got time issues. But yeah, that was Lord of the Sighs by Aerosmith. Now, your verdict?
Okay, so here's my thing. I'm not into like hard music, right? But that goes super hard. The thing is, it's just so like innovative. The idea of like those that band picking up this guitar and doing something that's like never been done with it. That's nuts. So if I were to give it a rating, I would give it at least 3 pigs inside of a blanket. So that, and I'm not gonna tell you what the metric is. I'm not gonna tell you what that's out of. You're just gonna listen to that rating, and you're gonna have to judge for yourself. It's ambiguous. I liked it though. I will say that.
You're telling me I'm a hard critic, and then you give me a review that even I don't understand.
You don't understand it. You can't know. You don't know if it's good or bad. You don't know.
No, it's not about me. It's about they. They don't even understand what kind of grading.
That could have been the greatest review in the world. You don't know.
Oh my god.
All right.
Okay, but yeah, that was Aerosmith. And so let's move towards you once again. What you
All
got
right.
for us?
So it's a good thing we're on a time cut because I think this song reflects that excellently. So what we're gonna listen to today is Pink Floyd. This album is The Dark Side of the Moon, and it was the 8th studio album by Pink Floyd, released in 1983. So it's a really deep album exploring things like conflict, greed, death, and time. You see. I planned it all. It was all there.
Okay.
It was in my death note. Now, speaking of time,
okay.
this song is called On the Run. So the idea of the song is to depict running from explosions and barriers and scary things, only to be stopped by time in the end. That's the inevitability. Take a listen. So, Angel, How do you feel about that? I worked really hard to find that one. So be nice, okay?
You see, I vibe with that, right? The reason is that I'm a big Need for Speed gamer, a big guy that loves racing games, really, and it just sounded like something that you would hear on a Need for Speed game, right? And I really just vibe with it. Like, I'm gonna give my rating. It's an A, right?
What a clear
A.
scale.
It's an A. Yes, we're gonna use grades. So yeah, we're back in school. Anyway, it's an A. The reason why it's an A is that the use of synthesizer and how just the beat was really quick, right? It put me on my feet, right? And it's just something that it's really memorable. The beat is really memorable, in which I think that it just like the topics that you were saying about like time, grief, and everything else. I do feel that it is very connected to the song.
Angel,
to the
you've
track.
warmed my heart today. Thank you.
Yeah,
for
it
this
was
rating.
really cold. That's why.
Right.
Come on, bro.
All right, let's get your next song.
So I actually wanted to pull this song out for y'all to see, and we are moving to David Bowie.
Bowie.
Right. The David Bowie.
Right, Bowie.
Right.
For 100. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah. No. I wanted to see me pull out the vinyl. I mean, so this is David Bowie's album, Diamond Dogs. This was his 8th album, made in 1974. Now, as you know, David Bowie is probably one of the most influential artists there is. But there's some cool fun facts about this album. This is a album that David Bowie himself had to play the guitar on. And the reason is that Mick Ronson, the usual guitarist, was absent for a lot of this, for almost the whole album, right? And so he had to step up and, play the guitar. This was also his last album in glam rock, and glam rock is just rock that is very, very dramatic, but not dramatic in music sense. It's dramatic in the sense of the media, the way David Bowie used makeup, the way he dressed, the way he was kind of crazy about that. That was that's glam rock, and to be honest, he did look kind of cool. He did fit with the times, right? But this was his last album doing glam rock, and even though it was his last album for this, it revolutionized punk, like absolutely revolutionized it. So we're gonna be playing the third track called 1984. Now, this track it's something different. I really have no words for it. I could describe it, right? It's about a dystopian.
Describe it using what?
Well, I can't describe it in a sense of like what I feel about it. I can describe it just like what it is about, right? So singing, of course, about a dystopian future, and the lyrics are probably one of the toughest that I was trying to understand, and I still kind of don't understand it now. So you know what? I want you guys to give it a listen and enjoy.
Someday they won't let you. Now you must agree. The times they are a telling, and the
So that's 1984, huh?
Yeah.
That's honestly a banger. And the lyrics, they're dystopian, they're interesting. See, the thing is, when you think about like songs that talk about a dystopian future, you consider like, oh, the instruments will be more futuristic, stuff like that. That didn't really do that. And I really respect that. So you know what? I'm gonna give this a rating of 4 children in Skokie.
Okay.
And we all know
No.
what that means.
What? No. Okay. Oh well.
How much are
in my
4
terms? No. In my terms, Skokie's weird. I won't lie. So I think I'm gonna take that as a bad rating. All right.
No, I think that was a great rating. Anyway,
You think that? Okay.
we gotta play my next song by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Now we know Earth, Wind, and Fire are classics. This is from their album Spirit, which is their 7th studio album, released in 1976. It was number 2 on the Billboard 200. And it's also been certified double platinum, which is 2 platinums. That's a lot of platinums. Now this song is super funky, and the lyrics seem to be telling you to escape a mundane life, which I think is a great theme. Let's give it a listen.
So you say you try, but you just can't find the pleasure. People around you giving you pressure. Try to resist all the hate that's all around you. If you taste it, it will haunt you. So come, take me by the hand. We'll leave this trouble behind. Yeah. On the weekend, on the weekend, on the weekend, on the weekend. What you know? What was the sign that lead in the right direction? Not to heed them is a bad reflection. They'll show you the way what you have been seeking. To ignore them, you're only cheating. So come, you better come. We'll leave this trouble behind. We get away. Get away. Lay awake at night till the sun comes up in the morning. Never excited, it all seems boring. Make up your mind which way to go about it. Choose your road, just don't doubt it. So come, take me by the hand. We'll leave this trouble behind. On the weekend, on the weekend, on the weekend, on the weekend. Get away. Let's leave today. What you know? Let's get away. Let's leave today. Let's get away. Let's get away. Let's leave today. Let's get away.
So that was Get Away by Earth, Wind, and Fire. I like that song. I like it a lot.
Oh,
How do you feel
good.
about it?
It was good. Like, I mean, I like Michael Jackson, right? He's probably one of the really only pop artists that I would follow. And when you said Earth, Wind, and Fire, I was like, yes, thank you, right? He didn't show me any of his records before this, right? It was like, the only thing he said was like, oh yeah, I got like a Mario style record out here. I'm like, okay, right? So I was surprised that you found an Earth, Wind, and Fire album, right? And you know what? That was just out of this world.
Truly
right?
magical. You want to give it a rating?
I gotta say,
You're thinking really hard. Your voice isn't really. Yeah.
yeah, I have no words.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have
I'll
no
take
words.
that as
this
like a
thing,
25.
this thing should not even be this song should not even be in the world of ratings. This thing is something else, right? You said double platinums?
Double platinum.
Double platinums? Yeah. See that this.
I mean,
this
that's
needs no rating.
How do you get that many
Yeah,
platinums?
nobody.
Nobody.
This needs no rating at all. This is evolved.
Honestly,
out
a
of
banger. All right, run me your track. What's it called? What is it?
that. So you know what? To end today, we're gonna go with Jimi Hendrix, The Essential Jimi Hendrix Volume 2. Now, this isn't really an album, more of a compilation of his best tracks and songs, or remakes, right? That he remastered from other people. Now, Jimi Hendrix is he's a very interesting guy, right? And it's just a lot of stories about him in which people were just infatuated with him because of his new style that he uses, the electric guitar. Even Les Paul, the legend Les Paul, right, was actually searching for Jimi Hendrix because he heard him in a club and it took him years, right? But when he finally found him, right, when he finally found him by pure coincidence, he was already hitting the big leagues.
Right.
And wow. And Jimi Hendrix was like, really? You said I could have made the big leagues sooner? But yeah, Jimi Hendrix is just revolutionary. I think that's the best way to describe him.
That's the best indication of a skill. Let me have a listen.
Yeah. So the song I'll be playing is his second track called Fire, right? And I think you'll enjoy this.
I'm sure that song is a banger, but we gotta say goodbye, and we're gonna leave you with that. Now, me and Angel had a great time today, right, Angel?
Oh my god. Yeah, there's just so many good bangers out here. I mean, just like, I just had a really fun blast. Just learn and just, getting new records, new vinyls to play, right? And listening to yours was like really interesting as well. So yeah, I had a fun time.
We both had super clear ratings. You know exactly what our thoughts were from what we said. So we're gonna leave you here today with Citali and Irene, who've got a lot more songs to listen to. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Irene, and this is
Citlali.
today we're going to show you some of our favorite La Mesita picks from the mysterious box. So, first one I'm coming up with is Bud Cheese, obviously from Spain. Yeah. So, the album is La Guerra de los Niños. So the track I'm choosing is Ayúdale. The track was from a movie that was called La Guerra de los Niños. It was from what I heard, it was a pretty interesting movie. So, year 1980, the record label is Discos Belter, and it was, listening to the whole vinyl, it was more of their sad songs compared to the rest of them, but, it was pretty interesting. They're from España, and they, became really popular, even just as young
Children.
Children, right? They look really young, like 10 and so
Wait,
on.
so it's like sad songs?
Most of the songs are really happy,
Okay.
songs. And, yeah, pretty much.
Oh Señor, mi Señor, te suplicamos con amor. Oh Señor, por favor, salva a este anciano profesor. Solo quiere hacer el bien y a los niños educar. Es una buena persona, ha nacido para amar. Dios mío, ayúdale. Dios mío, ayúdale. Prometemos Señor, te suplicamos con amor. Oh Señor, por favor, salva a este anciano profesor. Tienes un gran corazón, solo has sabido querer. Por ser un hombre tan bueno, no le queremos perder. Dios mío, ayúdale. Dios mío, ayúdale. Prometemos todos mejorar. Si al profe vas a curar. Dios mío, ayúdale. Dios mío, sálvale. Viviremos siempre para amar y a los mayores respetar, Señor.
So, what were your like interpretations of the song? Say.
I like it. It was good. Like, I don't know how to explain. Like, it was good. Like, I don't have any hate for it at all. Like, it was actually a super good song. What's the name of the? Is it a group or?
Yeah, it's a group of Pachis, and they weren't either a boys or a girl band. They had a mixed, so different ages too.
Oh, I thought it was Manuva for a second, but like then I remember and it's like, oh wait, no, it's Bachi.
Tell me a little bit about it.
This is a record. This is one of the first one I wanted to talk about. The Paul Desmond, the artist, and his album with Skylark. Sorry, okay. And then the song I wanted to present is called Take 10. So. The label is RCA Victor LMP 2569, and the album label is Sony Music, and the how do you say his name? Again, the one that they were featuring, the guitar player, Gabor, or like something like that, was like Gabor or something. Gabor Szabo, who's a famous guitar player.
I don't know which one it is. Let's talk a little bit about interpretations of your song.
Yeah, so what did you think of the song?
It was interesting. I didn't hear it. Well, tell me a little bit about the background.
Okay, well, it's Paul Desmond. It was the album itself was released in 1974, and then the song that I just played, Take 10, was taken in 1963.
1963. Okay. That's a couple decades back, right?
Yes, I think so.
Right.
And Paul Desmond is an American saxophonist. He does the saxophone and stuff, and I'm pretty sure played the clarinet for a while. So I guess we now switch to your next song.
Great transition. I love it. Okay, so my new vinyl will be Luis again with the stickers. Banderia. I would probably pronounce it wrong. Na Madrugadas do Rio. I originally thought it was in Portuguese, but I learned that's Italian. Maybe I'm wrong. So.
Italian?
Yeah, it's Italian. Right. Okay. So, artist Luis Banderia and Jerry Romero to the song. So the track is Despedida. It's live. The year was 1966. So the record label was Disco RGE Ltda, and let's hear a little bit about it.
Vez foi tão fácil a despedida,
Está na hora da tua partida e eu nem vou dizer-te adeus. Vai, deixa comigo a tua saudade, leva contigo a minha amizade e todos os sonhos meus. Quero que enfim sejas feliz, mesmo que eu tenha de chorar. Segue o teu próprio caminho, leva o resto de carinho que eu não pude te entregar.
Okay, so I think the genre was jazz and it was like style bossa nova. But tell me your little thoughts about it. What do you feel?
I liked it. It also had a good vibe. I like the sound of it, the music. It was kind of groovy, like.
It was groovy.
Yes.
I could like get up and dance right now. So, but I really did love the cover because it was like showing a little bit like behind the scenes, like if they were, as if they're recording like there, and you could see a little how they had, you know, the lyrics out, everything. So
Looks like a really pretty cover. I like it.
is. So, are you gonna tell me about your next one, or
We got this one by the band Power. And their album, which is rock, direct to disc. And then they got the songs on the back here. And if you notice first, it's them listening to the music and stuff. And then on the back, the the fingies get unplugged, so then the speakers are going like crazy.
oh, and the dog
And the
starts
dog.
flying.
And then the person's hair is going back and stuff.
So the cover, it's kind of like before and after.
Yeah. And this is special limited edition. So we got the good stuff over here. I'm playing the song Heartless. It sounded good, so I liked it.
Let's
Calm.
hear it. getting right back into it, my album is Mi Perú. So the song is Que encanta tiene tu ojos, and artist is Warra Warra. Is that right? Warra Warra. So the year, it was, I didn't have any date for reference for the year, but probably in the 1900s we got that.
1900s?
And so the record was Sono radio label. No. Okay. So for, I think, looking a little research, the writer was Juan Jose Gutierrez. I don't know how to say that. And so the music is kind of Latin, folkloric of Peru. So I could start play.
Yo no quiero que me quieras, tampoco que me aburres, no. Yo no quiero que me quieras, tampoco que me aburres, no. Solo quiero que recuerdes de ahí lo mucho que me he querido. Solo quiero que recuerdes de ahí lo mucho que te he querido. Falsero de típico, no dicen que yo te vas a otro lugar. Falsero de típico, no dicen que yo te vas a otro lugar. Recuerda siempre que estoy para ti, con todo el alma y con todo el corazón. Recuerda siempre que estoy para ti, con todo el alma y con todo el corazón. Si te vas,
So it was really, I felt like my emotions like just be like really like let go, and I was really excited. I don't know how to explain it, but it was just like the high pitched voice really
I
made
like
it.
the drama and that, like the. It was a good song. I also
It
liked
was. It really
I could
was.
also dance to it, like just do a decimal dance or something.
So what's your next album?
We have this one. Ooh. Zap Hyun, I can't really say it. Sunset Ride is the name of the album. The band is Zapian. I can't say it either. Oh yeah, apparently this isn't an N, it's an R. I just found that out. Okay. The song I'm gonna be playing is Someone to Chew. And then this was released around like May 15, 1972. The label Fingi is the Warner Studios. It has 10 songs, and yes, so let's listen.
Clouds are much wider, you came my way. Colors are brighter, so all things that I say. I've been lonely,
So that was Someone to Chew. How did you like it?
I liked it very good. I was chewing on what you gave me. And, you know, I felt very country to say. I was like in the back of a pickup truck just with that cow.
I felt like I was back in Texas. Yeehaw!
So the artist was it the Zep, but the
Zep. Here I can say it, but ZEPHYR.
well, I definitely had a good chew, and let's go on to this new choice that I found. Just wow. So this is the Golden Voice of Wong Xiao Jin, Volume 10. A lot of her albums were the Golden Voice, with I think there was up to 32 volumes, which is really impressive. So I might get the pronunciation wrong, but Wong Xiao Jin. And so the year was 1974, I think. And so unfortunately, I was having a hard time finding the song, but it's B4. So the record label for her was Life Records Products, and it was good, entertaining to hear about her. So song in translation was friendship is a beauty, you know, it's beautiful. And so yeah, she also went by another name. Her backup group was the Stylers. So I'll put play.
你说你要来看看我，我的心中多欢喜，多少期待的日子里，希望再见你。你说你要来看看我，无限温暖在心里，多少盼望的日子里，能和你在一起。你没忘了我，我没忘了你，想念在彼此心里。友情最美丽，爱情最甜蜜，温暖你我心里。你说你要来看看我，我的心中多欢喜，多少期待的日子里，希望再见你。你说你要来看看我，无限温暖在心里，多少盼望的日子里，能和你在一起。你没忘了我，我没忘了你，想念在彼此心里。友情最美丽，爱情最甜蜜，温暖你我心里。
This was my last record, so it was really good, and I really appreciate it. So what are you hiding over here?
The last record. Ta-da!
Tell me a little about it.
I cannot read anything on it. I don't know what language it is. I know who this guy is though. He has tons of albums. It was actually really hard to research this album. In fact, I had to come to Irene to help me a few times. but he has like tons of albums. But I could not find this one. This one was like almost impossible to find. But it has some good songs. And I'm assuming these are the 3 people that were involved in the album. And yes.
Tell me a little bit about what the song's like.
I don't know how to describe it. Like, it had a good vibe, so like good beats and stuff.
आसपासे तोय
કેટલા જોજન પાસ પાસે કોઈ કેટલા જોજન દૂરનો આપણો વાસ જેમ કે ગગન સાવ અડો ઓર તોય છેટાનો ભાસ પાસ પાસે તોય કેટલા જોજન રાદીનો સતવાર રાદીનો સતવાર તે સામે મળવાનું તો કોઈ દાડો સુખ મળતું નથી
Well, that was this album. $20 as you see. Very expensive, but I'm pretty sure it is worth it. Good quality. And that was, well, from what I put right here, the music was by Garang Vyas. I still can't say it. But yes, I hope you enjoyed the song. I liked it. A bit long, but I liked it. What are your thoughts on it?
I love the rhythm of it, and it was just kind of like upbeat, and I could feel like I could get in it, experience it. I feel like it was like watching something act out, you know? Well, we hope you enjoyed our selections, and don't forget to give us a like on Instagram and YouTube. Maybe even subscribe if you want to take the risk at Yolakali. So thank you for connecting and tuning in with us. See you next time with a little surprise here at Studio Y Yolakali. My name is Irene.
And I'm Citlali.
This was La Mesita Lumpen Radio 105.5 FM. Until next time.
Also, Irene owes 25 cents because she yawned. It's the Yolakali rule.